Welcome to Signal Breakdown. Today we examine a hidden gem of zombie cinema, one that doesn't begin with soldiers or survivors, but with a man who's already been defeated by life. This is I Am a Hero, a 2015 Japanese psychological horror film directed by Shinsuke Sato, based on the award-winning manga by Kengo Hanazawa. It's not about saving the world, it's about something far more personal. Saving your sense of self in a world gone mad. It's about identity and resilience, about whether a man who is always invisible can rise and become someone who truly matters. Let's break it down, step by step. Blood by blood, breath by breath. Hideo Suzuki is 35. He lives in a one-room apartment swallowed by clutter, manga volumes, thick dust, and deeper disappointment. His dreams are small, his reality even smaller. He's not a hero, not even close. He's a failed manga assistant whose life has dulled into grays. Most of his days are spent ghost drawing for someone more successful, submitting ideas that are dismissed before they're even read. He pitches with trembling hope, only to be shut down with careless indifference. Even his name, Hideo, a cruel irony. He talks to himself often, too often, in mirrors, on trains, and to figments of his imagination. He's not dangerous, but he's unraveling. He sees things, angels, symbols, whispers of fate. But instead of acting, he returns home to the comfort of nothing. Cold rice, sleep, and dreams that mean nothing. He owns a shotgun, legal, polished, untouched. It's not a weapon, it's a fantasy. A relic of the life he dreams about but never reaches for. A symbol of control in a world where he has none. His girlfriend Teiko comes home late. Angry? Fed up? Her words sting. You never change. He barely reacts. He's heard it before. I want you out by the end of the month. He doesn't argue, he simply nods, mumbles. In his mind, she becomes a character, a sketch, easier to erase than to confront. But she isn't a sketch, she's real. Her words stay with him, cutting deeper than they show. As dawn breaks and light seeps through the window, he stands in silence, haunted by everything he never said. The world feels different, quiet in all the wrong ways. The air itself seems uncertain, yet amidst this strange stillness, one thought won't leave him. Teiko. They hadn't spoken since the fight. No apologies, no closure. Only that heavy silence, and a silence that now feels louder than any argument. They were undone by miscommunications, pride, and distance. Days passed. The distance grew. But now, with the world seemingly falling apart, that silence is unbearable. He doesn't know where she is. Doesn't know if she's safe. And yet, hope clings to him like a shadow. They used to share everything, jokes, dreams, little fears whispered under blankets. Now he's grasping at the ghost of what once was. He needs to find her, needs to try. Not because he's a hero, but because it's all he has left. Then, a nightmare. She collapses. Her body jerks violently. Her eyes cloud over. Her limbs twist in ways no human body should. And then, she smiles. But it's not her smile. The virus strikes like lightning. In seconds, she's not Teiko anymore. The infected, the ZQ9, don't die like humans. They don't lose themselves completely. They remember pieces. You never change, she repeats like a haunted record. Then she lunges, fast, brutal. She throws Hideo across the room like he weighs nothing. His breath leaves his lungs as he crashes against the wall. He runs, shotgun in hand, heart in pieces. He doesn't shoot. He can't. He sprints through the city, now spiraling into chaos. A city of 30 million, but falling apart in less than a day. panic. Then screams. Then death. Trains derail. Buses crush into buildings. Elevators filled with corpses that won't stop twitching. The infected talk. Or try to. Trapped in echoes of their former lives. I'm late for work. Where's my cigarette? Don't forget your umbrella. Their words are broken mantras, frozen moments of a life before the horror. He stumbles to his car, panting, sobbing. His hands tremble as he closes the door. Safe, for now. His phone rings. His editor, still oblivious, demands a deadline. The absurdity of it breaks something inside him. He hurls the phone aside, then sees it. Mount Fuji, majestic, peaceful, still. A symbol of hope, or at least escape. He drives. On the roadside, a girl, teenager, bloodied but alive. Silent. Her name is Hiromi. She doesn't speak, just climbs into the car and stares ahead. There's something strange about her, but also something comforting. Hideo doesn't question it. For the first time in hours, he isn't alone. They stop for supplies, a quiet convenience store, then a gas station for rest. But peace doesn't last. Hiromi shakes violently. Her back arches unnaturally. Then stillness, her eyes clear. She's been bitten, but she hasn't turned. Hideo raises the shotgun, hands shaking. She looks at him, eyes wide. I'm okay, she whispers, then sleeps. He watches her through the night, afraid to blink. As sunlight returns, so does a sliver of hope. The night was filled with fear, but the rising sun offers a breath of something else, maybe even purpose. The air is crisp, the silence is gentler. It's time to move. They don't just want to survive now, they want to live. They search. Abandoned streets, ghost towns, empty homes. Hunger grows. Every sound makes them flinch. Every corner feels like a trap, but they move forward together, looking for food, safety, meaning. They aren't just running, they're hoping. And that hope is powerful. They find a mall, grand, empty, but not alone. Survivors have claimed it, led by Iwaki, smooth-talking, confident. Too confident. His smile doesn't reach his eyes. His second-in-command, Nikita, radiates menace. They strip Hideo of his weapon, offer him food. He accepts with gratitude but lowers his head. Hiromi watches. She sees what he won't. At night, Hideo sits on the roof, sketching the infected, giving them names, stories, giving meaning to the meaningless, because it's easier than confronting what's real. He's still hiding, but Hiromi is changing. Her symptoms return. She bleeds, her eyes glow, but she doesn't turn. She rises stronger, something new, something in between, a hybrid. The others don't know, but the infected do. They gather outside, their fingers scrape the glass. Their presence presses in, yet are relentless. The mall is crumbling. Fear spreads like smoke. And then it begins. Too fast, too much. Barricades break, screams rise, blood flows. Nikita falls first, dragged into a fountain. Iwaki pleads, no one listens. Chaos, panic, death. Hideo finds Hiromi, hiding, breathing, still human. Something inside him shifts. He lifts the shotgun and fires. The sound echoes. The first shot, then the next, again and again. He doesn't hesitate. Blood sprays, shells clink on tile. The mall becomes a war zone. But Hideo keeps shooting. He does not stop. Something inside him, buried deep, has awoken. The infected come like a wave. Endless, hungry, unstoppable. Their groans become a death chorus. Their eyes glow with mindless hatred. The city is swallowed. The barricades fall like paper. There is no end to them, only survival. Second by second. But still he stands. Reloads. Lifts Hiromi onto his back. Walks through the ruined mall. Through smoke. Through twitching bodies. The infected part for him. They sense it too. He's changed. He's no longer hiding. Outside, the world is ash and ruin, but he walks forward. Calm, determined, alive. They don't touch him, not because they can't, but because something inside him now burns brighter than their hunger. The final act is quiet, peaceful. He and Hiromi walk the mountain paths. He teaches her how to shoot. She teaches him how to smile. They sit under stars, share crackers. No need for words. Each step forward is a step away from who he was. He isn't healed, but he's becoming. I Am a Hero is about the apocalypse, but really it's about ego, about finding purpose in a world stripped of meaning. Hideo wasn't empty. He was waiting. The infected us metaphors for everything we fear, repetition, stagnation, emotional death. But Hideo reclaims identity through chaos, through pain, through fire. He becomes by being forced to act. And in doing so, he finds what he never thought possible: worth. Director Shinsuke Sato paints every frame with grief and grit. No music, no glory, just isolation. Even in action, the silence screams. When Hideo finally fights, it's not heroic, it's human. And that's what makes him a hero.